What's going on, everybody? It's Alex, and today I am here with a video on Fallout 76. So last night was the first public beta, and I gotta say, I really enjoyed it. There's a lot I want to talk about, and maybe that's a little misleading, but this is a game I was super excited for. I'm a huge fan of Fallout. Fallout 3 is one of my favorite games of all time. Enjoyed Fallout New Vegas a lot. Fallout 4 was a lot of fun. And honestly, I have always been more interested in multiplayer games than single player, so the fact that they're bringing Fallout 76, although a lot of people really dislike that had me super hyped. I was really excited about that. So basically, I just want to talk about my thoughts right now on Fallout 76 and kind of give you, do I think you should buy it? Alright, so let's get right into it. So the first thing I want to talk about are the good things. I want to start off with good things, then we'll go to the bad things, and then I'll kind of give my full opinion on the game in its current state. So, first of all, the graphics are incredible. So I'm normally a PC gamer, but I was playing to play the beta day one, I was playing on Xbox. And unfortunately, I have an original Xbox One. I got this in like 2013, I think, somewhere around there. It's old, it's a piece of crap, but still, basically that is the worst experience you can play this game on. You can't get any worse hardware than what I was playing it on, and it still looked amazing. Yeah, it was, there was some stuttering, stuff like that, what you would expect from a game like this. Honestly, it was very playable, but it looked incredible. So I'm super excited about that. Imagine playing it on PC with all my, hardware and graphics and stuff like that. It's going to look amazing on PC, but even if you guys are playing on Xbox or PlayStation 4 or anything like that, it's going to look incredible. So that is a huge promise. I mean, I feel like Fallouts have never been necessarily the most beautiful games, but this game is beautiful. It is actually beautiful, and in case you haven't noticed, I really like the graphics. So, also something I noticed is smooth controls. I'm used to Fallouts feeling super clunky, and although it wasn't necessarily like smooth like Call of Duty, the controls felt really good, and it's something I noticed immediately. Also, the map. You are in Appalachia. It is a huge map taking place in West Virginia. It is a very large map, and even the mini map that you get, when you press start, it's actually beautiful. It's a very unique, like, stylized map, and I really like that art style. So the map and the mini map are both amazing. Also, looting. Obviously, Fallout has always had a huge emphasis on looting, and I feel like it's a little more important in this game. There may be ways to kind of get around it like there has been. I've noticed in all the other Fallout games I've played, I've always found ways to just like pick up a lot of things, sell them, and then just kind of buy the things I need. So I've never had to focus on like, looting for stim packs. I've never had to focus on looting for ammo, anything like that. What I've always done is just kind of picked up a bunch of random junk until I was over encumbered, and then sell everything to a vendor, make a whole lot of money, and then buy what I need. Now, there may be some vendors and stuff like that in the game, but they're definitely not as common. They're very hard to come across if they exist, and the 3 hours I played in the game, I didn't come across any. So this means that the looting is a lot more important. You kill people, you really need to loot them and get everything you can. You need to be searching around the map and finding, things for yourself. And honestly, I feel like that's really cool. I had an experience last night that I've never really had where I was just getting radiation poisoning like crazy. Like half my health bar was taken with radiation, and I just did not have any Radaway. Like I couldn't just go to a vendor, buy some Radaway and, get on. And I remember finding a little thing of Radaway, and I was so excited. Like, it really emphasized the looting, and honestly, I feel like that's really exciting. Fallout, I feel like that's something they've always tried, but I guess me being the annoying gamer I am, I've always found ways to, like, avoid having to loot. But the fact that you really have to in this game, I feel like it's pretty cool. Another thing I want to talk about are the enemies. There are a lot of unique enemies, and to me, maybe it's something that I've just never noticed from Fallout games, because it always seems, yeah, there's a lot of different types of enemies, but I feel like these really act differently. You got these big brutes that are just throwing grenades at you from 5 feet away, and it's, super annoying. You have these crazy guys that'll literally just stand up and then run 30 miles an hour at you. Like, there's just a lot of unique enemies, and they all act different. They all, you have to fight them differently. To me, I feel like that's really cool. Now, another thing I want to talk about is the card system and the leveling up system. This is something that they've talked about, you know, we knew about before the game. We knew the leveling system, the special system was going to be a little bit different. You were going to have the cards and stuff. And to me, they even explained like how it was going to work, how you could like stack cards and stuff like that. But I wasn't really super excited about it. It didn't really see, I wish they, you know, before I was thinking, you know, I just wish they went back with the normal system. You just allocate your points, you level up, you get another point, yada, yada, whatever. I'm with it. I'm with the card system. After, I think I was level 7 or 8 by the end of my playthrough, and it was really, really enjoyable. It was so exciting, you know, leveling up and opening some cards and stuff like that, and then, you know, assigning them and, you know, leveling up your card. It was really cool. I could see myself delving into that a lot, you know, creating unique builds and stuff like that. I think that's really cool. I'm super excited about the card system. Unfortunately, that's pretty much where the pros end. You know, if you're just looking at like the basics, the mechanics, everything like that, this is a very, very cool game. And honestly, in that sense, everything I've talked about, it's exactly what I was expecting, if not better. Unfortunately, there are some issues with the game. Now, you're going to hear a lot of people talk about like, oh, it's glitchy, you know, whatever. Yeah, it's Fallout. It's a big game like this. The game's not out, whatever. It's going to be glitchy. That's kind of self-explanatory. So I don't want to get into all that stuff. The things that I really want to talk about, I feel, are the things that are really gonna hurt the game in the long run. Now, the biggest issue I have with the game is the lack of NPCs. Now, people have been complaining about this since people have gotten hands-on and stuff like that. You know, everyone knew there wasn't going to be NPCs, and honestly, I didn't think that was going to make much of a difference, but I gotta say, it really makes a big deal. When you're going into just normal, like, fighting and going from point A to point B, it feels exactly like Fallout always has and how it should be. You know, you're being met with these enemies, you have to fight, you have to choose when to fight, when not to fight, you can be sneaky, like, all this stuff. It feels exactly like Fallout. However, when you're completing missions, because there's no NPCs, it just doesn't feel like there's really a point. You know, Fallout has always done really good with, like, characters and stuff like that. So when you meet someone, they're all, like, unique and different, and you're doing these tasks you're trying to help them out so they'll help you out. And I noticed I was doing, you know, the missions and stuff like that all throughout the stream yesterday. And, I didn't really feel like anything I was doing really served a purpose, you know? Maybe if you really delve into it, it will, but honestly, I like, you know, to really have interactions and just feel like there's a purpose. Because I really didn't feel that with my playthrough. You know, you had to like kill wolves and you had to kill rad roaches and stuff like that, and then collect samples and then go analyze the samples and stuff like that. But I have no idea what I was trying to accomplish with that. It didn't feel like there was a point. You know, they're talking about these because these are main missions too. And you're getting all these main missions and stuff, and it's just, you know, a little bar at the top of on the right-hand corner of your screen that tells you what to do, and you do it, and then you get new objectives. It doesn't really feel like there's a point. So they kept saying that it's going to be exactly like the Fallout you know, you have friends now. And honestly, I don't necessarily agree with that. Fallout has always been a single-player game. Yeah, cool, whatever. But there's always been, like, really good storytelling, and to me, I feel like the storytelling is elementary in this game. It's really just not there at all. You have tasks, and that's what they're considering a story, but it doesn't really feel like you're progressing through a story. It just feels like you're running around doing random things, and honestly, that's a big problem for me. I don't like that at all. I think that really hurts the game. Another thing I'm kind of having an issue with is lack of PvP. So initially, we thought this game was going to be like all PvP. We thought it was going to be base building and stuff like that. People were calling it Rust clones and stuff like that. And then we started getting all this information where, oh, you know, we're not going to really do all that. We're going to have all these systems against griefing and stuff like that. And I'm going to be honest, you know, I uploaded another video on YouTube about Fallout 4, and I really talked about that being a good thing. All the anti-griefing and stuff, I was excited about that. But I gotta say, since there's no PvP, it really doesn't feel like there's a point. And this is the main point I want to make. I don't understand the purpose or the point of Fallout 76 in its current state. since the missions don't really entice you and there's no PvP, what are you gonna do? I don't really understand what the objective is in the game right now, and that's a big issue for me. I mean, yeah, you can tune into a radio station, and there's supposed to be something similar like a battle royale mode if you tune into like the hunt versus hunted radio station. I tried to do that, and there wasn't any. But in terms of just normal gameplay, there's not really PvP because they really discourage you from PvP. Like, this is a game that I was going to be super excited to, throw up on stream, have some people join me, and then, raid other bases and, like, really build up my base and stuff like that. But there's this huge emphasis on base building, but if no one's really going to destroy your base, what's the point of base building? Why would you spend an extra amount of time building a base and all this stuff if you're not really going to have an issue? Because if someone tries to kill you, then they get punished. Like, I don't know. I just really don't understand what they want us to do in this game. I don't really understand the purpose. I guess I just don't get it. Now, this is only about 3 hours of game time, but this is what a lot of people are saying. Like I said, I went into quite a few streamers streams, asked them questions about that, and pretty much universally people just don't know what to do. And because of that, something interesting is a lot of people have said that they really enjoyed the game, but they don't really want to play it anymore. And that's an issue. We got 4 hours of gameplay, and people are already saying they don't want to enjoy it more, or they don't want to play it anymore. And that is something I've experienced. I thought the beta was going to be live for a little longer. So, I streamed yesterday, and then I was talking about, what I was going to stream the next day, and I really didn't think I was going to stream Fallout. Like, I enjoyed the time I had with it. It was an enjoyable experience. I enjoyed the game, but it just didn't really leave me with the desire to continue playing, to dive a whole lot of hours into this game. And to me, I also feel like that's a problem. If you're getting a new game, especially a new Fallout game, a new Bethesda game, I would want to waste my life away into this game, but I'm just not getting that with this game. And honestly, I think it just comes down to the no PvP and really no point of the game right now. So this brings me to the verdict. What do I think about this game? Honestly, I do like the game. I think I'm gonna get it. I honestly don't know at this point. I'm not 100% sold on it, but I feel like I will probably get it. I feel like this game is going to be a lot of fun to just kind of mess around with friends, like on the weekend, stuff like that, but not necessarily be a main game. So I think with playing co-op and stuff like that, this game will really bring a whole lot out. They kept saying, oh, you can play solo, but I really don't think you're going to get everything out of this game if you play solo, and that's coming from a solo player. When it comes to Battle Royales, when it comes to Call of Duty Zombies, anything like that, I've always preferred solo on traditionally co-op games. I really don't think this game is going to be that great if you're playing solo. I think it really has to be played with other people to really get the full experience out of it. But I just don't see this being anyone's main game. I just don't feel like there's enough to do. We've talked about that a whole lot during this video. I don't see that happening. However, there's one light at the end of the tunnel that I really want to talk about. I think this game, assuming Bethesda gives us really good mod support and stuff like that, I think this game could be insane once we get community mods and custom servers. I think that could really, really, really blow this game out of the water. However, they've already announced that we're not going to be getting that for a very long time, so I would think a year at the soonest after release is when we would get community mods and custom servers. So I'm scared that this game is going to be dead by the time that actually comes out. I'm very nervous about the future of this game. I'm really hoping I'm proved wrong, but I just don't really see this game being super, super, super successful long run. I think it'll sell just fine because it's a Bethesda game, but in terms of having a large playing audience and stuff like that, 6 months to a year down the road, I don't know. I say the final verdict. What are my thoughts on the game right now? I'm very skeptical and I'm very nervous. I want it to do very well because I'm obsessed with Fallout games. I'm obsessed with Bethesda, but I don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen. I would say right now, save your money. especially with all the other, Call of Duty just came out. Red Dead Redemption 2 literally goes live tomorrow night. Everyone should be getting Red Dead Redemption 2. Battlefield's coming out right around the corner. We have so many games coming out. I would say if you're trying to save your money, this would be a good one to not get. Which breaks my heart saying, because like I said, I'm such a fanboy of Bethesda and Fallout games, but I really don't think this is a necessary game to get this year. I would say at very least hold off, wait for official reviews to come out, stuff like that. Hopefully we get some more information, some other things that come out before launch, because it is still a little bit of a ways away. But right now, I'm not really impressed, and I don't know if I'm going to be getting the game right when it comes out. So that breaks my heart a little bit, but that's what I got to say on the video. So thank you guys for watching the video. I appreciate the support. If you haven't already dropped a like, subscribe to the channel, make sure to do so. Thank you guys for the support. Peace out.